Well, thank you. Thank you so much for this invitation to deliver this commencement address. Thank you, Chancellor Yang, Dean Rupp, and the distinguished faculty of the social sciences. It's truly an honor and a privilege to be here. Congratulations, kudos, and felicidades. Well, not to you. I'll get to you in a minute, but to your parents, who are here bursting with pride and wondering how they could possibly be so fortunate but to have had you as their child. They're here today full of relief, appreciation, pride, and wonder, wondering how they did whatever they did to have you emerge as their progeny. It certainly is true in this case that in seeking happiness for others, you will find it in yourself. Now, turning to the rest of you, the graduates of the class of 2017, all of you. You've made us all proud. We, your community, who helped raise you as mentors, coaches, teachers, and neighbors, we are your biggest fans. Your achievement is our aspiration for our community, for our society, and for our country. Life's lessons are hard. They're often painful. Sometimes those around us suffer because of us. Life's lessons can be cruel, and the solutions to our problems can seem incredibly complicated and confounding. But you've arrived here today because you've learned some lessons of your own. You've solved many problems, and you've figured things out. So what can you take from today, this moment in the Santa Barbara sun, the moment when you feel you've arrived at your destination? I have something for you. Think of it as a gift of words, and I hope they can serve you well. What got you here won't get you there. What do I mean by that? Well, you figured out the first part because you're here. By that I mean that you figured out how to organize your life to reach the goals that you set for yourself. In some cases, that has meant mastering the path of least resistance, or making best use of the skills you were born with, like a great memory, for example. You've made the best use of all the tools at your disposal. You've figured out how to meet the challenges put in front of you. The author Joshua J. Marine said, "Challenges are what make life interesting. Overcoming them is what makes life meaningful." Or as Winston Churchill said, "Success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm." And there is something else to understand about today. You've figured out what to do with opportunity. The most important thing that has been given to you is opportunity. You individually and collectively have molded those opportunities into a vision, into a path for your future. You've learned to believe in yourselves. You've learned the secret to success in life. You should have no fear. Paul Sweeney said, "True success is overcoming the fear of being unsuccessful." So pursue all the opportunity that is laid in front of you. Follow the path that is lit before you. Listen to that whisper in your head that has always told you the right thing to do. Do not succumb to hubris. Do not be defined by arrogance. Travel your path with humility. And remember what Albert Einstein said, "Everybody's a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing it is stupid." Is that a fish? Is that a fish? No. You find yourselves here because you were given opportunity and seized it. You took action, you persisted, you were motivated. But that doesn't mean that you're special. Remember that, in fact, you may be a fish. So don't deny your fishy nature. So what got you here? Intelligence, hard work, opportunities, loving parents and family members, your community, and some good luck. And again, you figured all that out. but what will get you there? What will you have to do to continue down the successful path that you all envision for yourselves? Well, you're going to have to raise your game. You'll need to nurture a positive attitude. You'll need belief. You'll need empathy. You'll need compassion. You'll need integrity. And you'll need to lead or be willing to be led. My high school track coach once said to me, "You know, you're an attitude shift from greatness." I never forgot that, and neither should you. You're all an attitude shift from greatness. And what about passion? Dean Rupp mentioned passion. I think it's overrated. If you take one of his seminars, Anthony Robbins will tell you that many people are passionate, but because of their limiting beliefs about who they are and what they can do, they never take actions that could make their dream a reality. All the passion in the world won't turn you, the genius, gill-breathing fish, into a tree-climbing monkey. You must believe that you, by changing your attitude, changing your perspective, can change most outcomes. Everything looks far, far away if you're looking through the wrong end of the telescope. You must believe when things are not going your way, that the world is not conspiring against you. You must believe that every challenge is indeed an opportunity to learn how to adjust your perspective and how to turn that telescope around. As for compassion and empathy, I've come to understand, after all these years in leadership positions, that the most effective leaders lead through compassion and empathy. When people truly believe that you understand their real needs and are committed to seeing those needs met, only then can you begin to harness that power, the collective genius that's at the core of every organization and every group of people. And only then can you really lead. But leadership without empathy and compassion is inauthentic. Let's call it fake leadership. Know it when you see it and react accordingly. Speaking of things that are fake, the reasons they are fake is that they lack integrity. Things that are real pass the smell test. They obey the laws of physics. They stand up to intensive scrutiny, like climate science, for example. Unlike many people, my dog, a Boston Terrier, has 100% integrity 100% of the time. He's always true to his dog nature, always dependably, undeniably a Boston Terrier. That, you know, there really is no such thing as 99% integrity. So, to get there, from here, do these things. Believe in yourselves, have empathy for others and those around you who may not have had the opportunities you've had, or the loving parents and family that you've had, or the good health you've had, or the economic advantages that you've had. Check your attitude frequently. I just got an iWatch, and it keeps reminding me to breathe. I'm going to talk to Apple about having it remind me to check my attitude every once in a while. About as often as I breathe, maybe. The other thing you have to do is try to lead. Someone has to lead. Why not you? Participate, engage, listen, and lead if you can, but follow when you must. Above all, don't be what I call a hairball in the plumbing. Have compassion. There's a Chinese proverb that says, if you want happiness for an hour, take a nap. If you want happiness for a day, go fishing. If you want happiness for a year, inherit a fortune. And if you want happiness for a lifetime, help someone else. So that's my advice for how to get from here to there. My gift of words, a sort of mental software update. whether your personal there is Ithaca or Cordoba, whether windmills dot the landscape there, or the road there is made of yellow bricks, go there with enthusiasm. Go there with integrity. Go there with belief. And to quote the inimitable baseball legend Satchel Paige, don't look back, because someone might be gaining on your ass. Best of luck to all of you. Congratulations.